Hi, I'm Matt with DiabloSport, and we're here today to get this 2012 Challenger SRT8 tuned up with Diablo. Now we're going to be using the new inTune 2, which is part number i2010, to get this car up to another 15 horsepower and 20 foot-pounds of torque to the tires, with the only change being just the tuning on this device. Now this device also has some other features for customizing this vehicle for tires, gear ratio. You can adjust your fan temp and a lot of other great features that make this a great product to have for this vehicle. So now let's dive in and get this thing tuned. Okay, so now we're in the cab of this Challenger. We're ready to get started with the inTune 2 tuning. So first we'll take the OBD2 port connection and route it down underneath the dash. When you got it connected up properly, your device will power up. We'll go ahead and turn the key to the on position as well, because it will require that. Now this is a push button start, so on this one you actually press the button twice to get it to the ignition run mode, and now we'll wait for it to boot up. Alright, now this first little warning you're going to see is basically asking you if you want to agree to the terms. This DiabloSport inTune is designed to increase vehicle performance and fuel economy. Never use the inTune during vehicle operation. So we'll just go ahead and click yes. Now we're to the main menu here. So from here we can tune the vehicle, we can utilize the scan tool features, or go into the settings of the device. Since we're doing some performance tuning here, we're going to go ahead and hit tune vehicle. So now it's asking to make sure the key is in the run position, which we've already pressed it twice, so it's good to go. Go ahead and press continue. Now, we're going to do an easy tune, but there is an advanced tune option here. If you want to go into that, you can go into some quick adjustments. So you can enter in some tire size, some traction control settings, or transmission settings if you'd like. Those are just some of the key parameters that you can modify with this device. We're just interested in doing a quick tune here, so we'll just go ahead and go to Tune Select and install a standard tune. Now, the tunes you have here are the Diablo tune, the 91 octane, and the Modify Stock. So I'm going to go ahead and select the Diablo tune. Now it tells you this Diablo tune is designed to add power and torque, but with fuel economy in mind. Fuel mileage can always be subject to driving style and may vary from vehicle to vehicle. We're going to go ahead and select yes on selecting that tune. Now it's going to tell you the i2 will now read a backup of the vehicle. Tap yes to continue. And right now it's going to start communicating with the vehicle and reading a stock file. A couple of lights on the dash will come on during this time frame, some warning indications, and that's just because we've activated the communication between the device and the vehicle. So we'll give it a second here to read the vehicle and save a copy of your stock file. Okay, now it'll tell me to turn the ignition off, so we'll go ahead and press the start button once. That turns the ignition off. Press continue. Wait just a second here. Now it tells us to turn the ignition on, so I press the button twice, press continue. It's communicating. Alright, so now we can go in here and modify the parameters of the adjustment of the tune, or apply the tune. So we'll go ahead and apply tune. And now it is writing that performance tune into the ECM of the Challenger. Okay, now it's telling us to turn the ignition off. So just press the button once, press continue. Now it wants to turn the ignition on, so that's 2 presses, and continue. Okay, turn the ignition off. And turn the ignition on. Okay, tuning complete. You now can unplug the tool and enjoy driving your vehicle, or tap continue to reboot. So now you press continue, and now the device will reset. So now we've got that Diablo tune in the vehicle, which is good for up to 15 horse and 20 foot-pounds of torque over stock, and that is to the tires. So pretty impressive gain out of a pretty quick feature. Definitely your horsepower per dollar there is extremely attractive. So now we'll go into a couple other features here that really set the Diablo inTune 2 apart and make it one of the best opportunities for you to improve your Charger or Challenger or whatever vehicle you'd like to get tuned. We'll go ahead and click yes. Now we'll go into these quick features here. Okay, so here in the quick adjust, we can see that tire size, traction control, and transmission. Now you can just select any of these. You can adjust the axle ratio, reset the TCM adaptation, or make shift point changes. So there's raised and stock values. Those raised will be a little bit more of a performance shift, a little bit more firm shift compared to stock. So those are a couple of things you can look forward to. You can also go down into the traction control setup, and you can either enable or disable it here. Now that is like a master disable, so you don't have to continually shut the system off with the button on the dash. You can disable it right here. And now we should be set to go back to the menu here. And again, if you want to change your device, change your tuning back to stock at any time, you can come back in here and basically function through the same procedure and tune the vehicle and hit the restore backup. What that means is it's going to put your factory tune back into the vehicle so that you can, if you have to take the vehicle in for service, or if you want to take the additional horsepower out of the vehicle, it'll make it a nice and easy way for you to do that, and it's all clean and easy on the device. So that's been a quick overview of some of the features that the inTune 2 can offer, and now it's time to take this out and enjoy it on the road.